In gaming, I have a number of genre that I really like. Not all, not all genre. Uh, but I like a lot. So, ibig sabihin, you can count what are those that I really don't play. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that number one, it's probably I'm not good at them. Two, it's the enjoyment is short term. Doesn't interest me longer on a longer term. For example, uh, first person shooter, while I do like them and I play Counter Strike before, and I think I excelled at some point. But I'm not really good right now. Probably I don't have the machine, but like it's just an excuse. Fighting games. Before I'm also good at Marvel versus Capcom. Yung mga aerial rape combo and even Tekken. I know how to juggle and everything, but I'm not like top tier. I'm not pro material or even online ranking guy material. And for fighting games, it's short term for me. What I really like, top one is RPGs. It has all been always been RPGs. It started when I saw my friend playing Breath of Fire 3. That's the first time that I saw the mechanics of you buying your armor, buying your items, your weapons. Sabi niya, bago siya pumunta dun sa boss. I can remember this is the boss, this is the dragon boss. Well, the boss is a dragon, I can remember. To tell you honestly, I haven't finished it yet. Embarrassingly. It's ironic because it's what really pulled me into liking and having it as my favorite genre. But again, sabi niya, before I went or before I go to this boss fight, bibili muna daw siya ng gamit. Sabi ko, paano bibili ng gamit? Kasi back then nung I was renting some Super Nintendo on a here in the Philippines. It's a computer shop. I was renting for 1 hour. The only game that I play is like Marvel versus Capcom or the fighting game for Yu Yu Hakusho. That's the first time that I saw someone playing an RPG. So it amazed me. So yeah, that hooked me. And ever since, I really like the concept of RPGs, all type of RPGs. Actually, I'm using RPG loosely. Kasi pag sinabi mo RPG, it means really more on the tabletop side. Kasi dyan nagsimula yan sa Dungeons and Dragon. Uh, what's the other one? Pathfinder. Doon nagsimula yung the RPG concept, diba? So, if we're more specific, JRPG and yung CRPG, those are the top tier genre for me. Not much into, well, I like it also because it's still an RPG, yung mga action RPGs. Pero mas kasi yun ano na yun parang paano ba sabihin to? You you have your planning, strategizing more on the gear, more on the itemization and everything. I like the old-fashioned turn-based stuff on Baldur's Gate 3 and most of the JRPGs, though we all know that action is creeping in slowly on even on JRPGs. Parang yung mga Tales of Destiny yan. Action RPGs na siya. So I really like RPGs. There are other genre that I like as well. RTS, real-time strategy. Now am really liking roguelite and roguelike because of how easy access it is, especially for myself who is a very, not very old, but a Tito gamer at this point. I'm 40 years old with a day job and a family to take care of. So I only have like 2-3 hours a day to play. Sometimes wala pa. So yung mga roguelike na yun, it really saves me. But still, at the end of the day, RPGs is really my priority. So, what's the reason of this very long preamble in terms of RPG? Actually, the reason why I'm talking about this is about mobile playing, mobile gaming, RPG mobile gaming, playing your RPGs on your mobile. I know you'll say, yeah, ginagawa naman yan eh. There is that currently yung mga Star Rail, Honkai Star Rail, uh, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, marami na ngayon. Majority yung mga ganyan, yung mga free. And I know that these are, I think, still high budget games. Mga gacha games yan. I know these are RPGs, but hindi ko na, I never felt same experience. I never had same experience on gacha games and free RPG games on mobile na compared dun sa if you're playing like legit RPGs on consoles na binili mo, or at least yung monetary system nila or yung business model nila is not on the gacha games. It's not on the microtransactions, but more on what you paid. Meaning you paid for it entirely, you get what you paid for actually. Kumbaga, makukuha mo na kagad kung ano yung binayaran mo compared dun sa mga gacha games na it's free, pero of course the payment, the monetization is on the microtransactions. So iba yung experience eh. Iba yung feeling. Parang parang itong mga gacha, if you guys have already played yung Monster Rancher 1, 2. Ganun yun eh. Para kang, di ba dun, nag-insert ka ng, before when I played it in PlayStation, you insert like disc and then whatever disc it is. And then the game in a way randomized. Actually, hindi naman yun based on the disc eh. Or I don't know kung sa database ba ng game, it's written that, for example, I put in Whitney Houston. Napakatanda ko na, Whitney Houston na CD, ang makukuha ko itong monster na to. I don't think so. Parang nila-randomize pa rin naman yun, I think. Or probably there are some that was hard-coded, but I know it's randomized. But, off tangent na naman ako. But, yung gacha, ganun kasi. So, I never felt that way. Ngayon, I was browsing on some online publications about gaming, and I discovered, again, I forgot, but I rediscovered that there's this RPG site, .net. It's basically your magazine for anything RPG. And I was reading, one of the articles is about Sea of Stars now available on mobile, on iOS and Android. Actually, I am playing Sea of Stars again right now. Not again because I haven't finished the first run. This time around, I'm trying to finish it through my Steam Deck. I'm playing it, and that's why it interests me. And it says that it is already available on the iOS and Android. And I checked, and it is available about 500 pesos, 500 Philippine pesos. So I was thinking, or I thought about, so paano ngayon, ibig sabihin ba nito, mas marami ng games na pumupunta rin sa mobile, pagdating mga RPG games na pumupunta sa mobile. Ano yung mga laro na nandito sa mobile? So, I checked, well, my iOS because I don't have an Android right now. And it's legitimate. Legit. If you don't have a console and you want to play RPG and you don't want to emulate because you're a decent person na. Actually, nag-emulate din ako. But if you want to play legitimate RPGs, you paid for it. You paid for it, not like to piracy. Mobile gaming through Android and iOS is a legitimate option at this point. I tried to check yung library, and this is what I saw. Actually, looking at the App Store right now, dun sa RPG category, tapos, well, going back, sige, sa App Store ng iPhone, ng iOS. So, say, RPG, tapos punta tayo sa top paid. Okay, free games. We go for paid games. Dami na nandito na halos lahat eh. At least the RPGs that, of course, like with the likes of those newer RPGs and more heavier RPGs like Shin Megami Tensei 5 or Metaphor Fantasio, the latest Final Fantasy, which are very, very heavy, clear, obscure. Syempre, wala dito yun. Pero, if you look at this, we browse what is currently available already on iOS. You have Sea of Stars dito, about 500 pesos. Very good. No, Dead Cell, hindi. Mga roguelite yun. I already saw some like Crashland, yeah, it's another RPG. Yung iba, I haven't checked, but I would assume yes. But the Monster Hunter, yung part 1, Children of Morta, roguelite with a bit of RPG. Chrono Trigger, you have your Chrono Trigger. What's this? Accessible this one looks nice. Actually, ito ang hinahanap ko yung mga ganito eh. Yung hindi ko kailangan i-landscape. I can play it. I might as well buy this. I can play it ng portrait. Oh. Diba? Oh, yeah. I think this is something I can buy. This one. Ako, alam ko, nakita ko na rin dito yung ano eh. Ito, I played this one. This is nice. Ito, Final Fantasy Tactics. You have yung Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7. Of course, not the 7 Rebirth. Saka Integrate. You also have here yung, alam ko may 8, nakita ko na yung 8 dito. Final Fantasy 3. So, I think all the Final Fantasy except yung 10. 10 above. Of course, it doesn't have yung mga ganun ka-heavy. But, if you're an RPG lover, punong-puno na to. Malaki. Ang dami ng offering ng iOS and Android. So, well, this also connects to what I have been saying from the past video na like for at least for the Southeast Asia, Philippines, which is a mobile gaming heavy country, the rising prices of the main consoles right now, like of course the PlayStation 5, pushes people and gamer more towards the mobile gaming because mobile phones are everywhere. Yeah? So, nandito na halos lahat eh. May Titan Quest ka pa nga oh. Yung part 1 of course. Death Road to Canada. This is quite rich in terms of games. Look, Dragon Quest 8. Hmm? See, this is quite rich in terms of games. RPGs. If you don't have any consoles and you have your mobile phone and you can spend for games, na of course kasi yung mga free na RPG are typically gacha eh. That's how they earn. But if you want legit RPGs, you can already play them here. See? Hmm. So, as you can see, there's a good library already. Like in my iOS, there's a good library already of RPG games that you can play. Not the overly simplistic RPG ones, but also the more complicated RPGs. Like you have their Baldur's Gate, you have their uh, well, again, I mentioned earlier the Dragon Quest 8, all Final Fantasy, not all, Final Fantasy 1 to 9 is there already. Ocean Horn, what else? Tyrant Quest, did I mention Tyrant Quest? Monster Hunter Stories, Part 1 is already there. I cannot remember the others, but I know. Well, also the Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is, while it's an indie game, it's not a simple game, and it's a very beautiful game in terms of the art style and the sound audio. So, say you are someone who doesn't have the capability to own a console right now, or doesn't have the capability to build your own PC, and you're an RPG gamer. Your phone, well, your phone, as long as it's should I say, parang can play like games like Sea of Stars kahit hindi na yung malalakas sa graphics. If your phone can play Mobile Legends and Honor of Kings, which there are cheap phones right now intended for gaming. So ang focus really is the graphics. If your phones can play those type of games at probably medium and high graphic levels, I think you can also play Sea of Stars. You can also play Final Fantasy. So it's your phone is already an alternative. It's an answer. Again, it's an answer to the rising prices of console gaming. PC gaming is expensive since time immemorial. So your phone is already your mobile devices is already an option. I am I will admit I am one of those people who not abhor but dislike playing gacha games in mobile games. For one, uh, most or some are predatory. Diablo Immortal is predatory to me. Uh, I I dislike playing mobile games before, but now that I can see that there are opportunities or there are chances that was given by iOS Android for legitimate gamers to pay for their games. Sea of Stars is 500 pesos. Kung gagamitin mo lang sa skins mo na nagkakahalaga ng mga 800, say, ito yung mga legendary skin ng Mobile Legends, 800, bili mo na lang ng Sea of Stars. There are affordable games. iOS and Android is giving the opportunity, the chance to experience RPG gaming and probably other genre gaming that is ported out of the console and out of the PC to your mobile game. So that's an alternative. I think a counterpart to the rising prices of gaming right now, this is a win for gamers. Well, here in the Southeast Asia, dahil yun yung karamihan na ginagamit ng mga mobile games. Mobile devices. Mas maraming mobile devices kaysa sa consoles and PCs. Some don't have PCs, some don't have consoles, but definitely my daughters have their own, kaya lang share sila, cellphone. People get their cell phones at a young age. They don't get their PS5s and Nintendo Switch at probably like 3 or 4. My nieces who are 4 and 5 have their own tablets. That's my point. Let me close this up by saying there are a lot of options right now. If you want to play, if you want to game, regardless on what you want to play, there are a lot of options right now. If you don't have the money to spend for expensive gears, expensive consoles, expensive equipments, there are ways. I would encourage not to do emulation without owning the actual piece of software. That's piracy. I would encourage not to do that. There are a lot of options, alternatives given to you now, gamer, to play your game legitimately. And with that, I want to end this. It's about, I think, 15 minutes already. I want to end this yapping and ranting, not ranting, yapping and like. I hope you like the topic. I hope you learned something, or at least I give you some information on what's out there already in terms of RPG gaming on the mobile. And if you like this, then please give it thumbs up, and then follow, also subscribe on my YouTube channel. Follow if you're listening and watching through the Facebook app. Follow, give me a follow. If I don't know if I'm going to put this on TikTok, but if you don't like it, then you can also tell me kung ano yung hindi mo gusto. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, let me know as well. You're free to do so, or probably just leave. But well, listen. I don't want you to leave. Listen to what I'm saying. Hopefully you get to this point. Okay, with that, stay safe. Thank you. Talk to you soon.